Okay, stop what you're doing right now. We have an emergency video coming. I'm going completely off schedule for this one, which is something that is extremely rare because I think I already said this before, but I am a person who basically likes to plan as much things as possible, mainly because it just makes life way more easier, and that usually goes with the video topics that I want to go and just talk about. And I will just rarely go off schedule, but this is one of those situations that is just so impactful, something that is so important that I'm completely willing to destroy my schedule and ruin everything that I have been building just so I can go and talk about this moment in time. And that is not so long ago on Twitter and basically just everywhere on the internet. We ended up getting the brand new groundbreaking news that Skibidi Toilet is going to be getting a movie, and that movie is also going to be directed by Michael Bay. Now, when this information ended up coming out, everyone on the internet had the exact reaction that you expected everyone to have, and that is tons of people are rather, 1, extremely angry, 2, really confused, or 3, excited for it, but there wasn't really that much people who were happy to hear this news, because this is something that just sounds absolutely goofy. I think a lot of us are aware on what Skibidi Toilet is, and if you're one of those people in my audience who straight up have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm extremely sorry. I'm not really here to explain it. So a lot of people are just very shocked that this franchise, which when it first came out, it was like kinda in that stage of it being extremely cool, because you know, it was like this Gary's Mod series that a YouTuber ended up making, and tons of people were watching it. Then it got way too popular and a lot of kids started watching it, and then it automatically became cringe, and that was basically on the tier of brain rot, just like Amazing Digital Circus. You know, it's something that a lot of people just absolutely hate, so obviously they're not happy that it ended up getting a movie, and tons of people say like, how are you gonna be able to turn Skibidi Toilet into a movie? There's like not enough material, which is something that I don't really agree with, mainly because I'm one person who thinks that any form of media could be adapted if you give it to the right team, even if the original source material is 1, not really that deep, or 2, extremely bad. I think an easy good example has to be The Boys. I think a lot of people know now that The Boys comic book is just absolutely terrible. And I know there are some people out there who are like trying to gaslight themselves like, actually, The Boys comic book is really good and deeper than you think. That is straight up not true. And I'm someone who knows from experience, okay? I read some of the chapters of the original Boys comic book. It is absolutely terrible. It is not good at all. But I think we all know that the Boys TV show is absolutely amazing. Even though season 4 was kind of rough, it was still extremely good. So a Skibidi Toilet movie could be done. But here's the thing. I don't think this movie is actually ever going to see the light of day, and I don't think this movie is ever going to release. Alright? That's really the main point of this video. I am going to do something that I probably shouldn't do, and that is make a prediction. And that's a bad thing for me to do. Mainly because when I make predictions, there are really only 2 outcomes, okay? Outcome number 1 is that I am so unbelievably correct. Like, I get actually everything right, down to the smallest detail, or it is the complete opposite, where my prediction is so unbelievably wrong, I just sound extremely dumb, and people are just really confused on why I even thought something like that was going to happen. That's how wrong I am. But I'm confident in this one, that's going to be outcome number 1. I don't think this movie is ever going to see the light of day. I don't think we are ever going to live in a time where we are going to be buying tickets to go and watch the Skibidi Toilet movie, mainly because announcements like this happens all the time. When an extremely big internet thing comes, especially now, you'll just see some random movie studio coming out of nowhere saying that we have a movie in work, and then we never hear from it ever again. I mean, we had Sony with the Meme movie. Remember that? When they were hyping up saying that, yeah, we're gonna go make a movie talking about memes, and it's gonna release around 2020. Haven't heard a thing about that movie. Probably it's never gonna come out. We had it with the Backrooms movie, where I think it was like A1 Pictures or one of these very big movie studios saying that they were gonna make a movie based off the Backrooms. Have you heard anything about it? No, because it's probably never gonna come out. And I think that one had this same thing too, where it was planned with like an extremely big director, but we heard nothing about it. And I guarantee you the same thing thing is going to happen with this Skibidi Toilet movie, where it's going to be announced, tons of people are going to talk about it because it's a Skibidi Toilet movie, it sounds extremely goofy, and we are not going to hear a thing about this movie ever again. That is something that I'm extremely confident about. This Skibidi Toilet movie is never going to release. I'm so confident that I'm willing to bet 2 fingernail clips that this movie is never going to see the light of day. Anyway, that's it. This is just something that I wanted to go and yap about. My name is Lua. You have a good day or night.